Hi everyone, my name is Titilola Olagunju. I'm a psychiatry resident doctor in the United Kingdom. I would like to thank the leadership of Better You Africa Initiative for this opportunity to spearhead a discussion on stress management. It's an absolute privilege and I'm hoping that we'll find this session useful. Thank you. So today we'll be talking about stress management. What is stress? Is stress a normal reaction in life? And how do we manage stress? How do we recognize when we're under stress? I like to describe stress as a feeling of being under abnormal pressure or feeling overwhelmed. And it's a normal reaction in modern day life. It's nearly impossible not to encounter stress in our everyday lives. And it can be positive in the sense that it can make us more alert to what is happening around us. But if it is not properly managed or if it is prolonged, then it can negatively impact our physical and mental health. It can also reduce our productivity as humans, which is why we have chosen this important topic today. I believe oftentimes we're able to identify the stressors in our lives, but sometimes we can't, and sometimes we rely on other people to tell us when we're stressed or the things that stress us. It is important that we're able to identify when we are stressed so we're able to manage stress better. Various things stress different people at different points in their lives. For some, it might be a job, work. For some, it's finances. For some, it's relationships. For some, it's the state of the nation. So different things will stress different people every day. And people react differently. For some, when they're stressed, they're more irritable. For some, they have a change in their sleep pattern. They start sleeping more, or you're unable to sleep like you would usually. Some people would lose interest in activities that they usually find pleasurable. Others might encounter a change in their eating habits or difficulty concentrating. For some, you have physical symptoms like feeling of a tension in the muscles or feeling tired all the time or even frequent headaches. For some, you're more liable to crying or having crying spells. And for some, it's a loss of sex drive. So different people react to stress differently. Now that we've discussed some of the things we might experience when we're feeling stressed, we'll be looking at some of the things we could incorporate into our day-to-day living to reduce the chances of us getting stressed or to be able to cope better when we're under stress. I believe most, if not all, these things are things we're already aware of, but we just need a little reminding about. To start with, we can ensure our physical health is in optimal state by engaging in regular exercise. Exercise helps with ensuring that we have a clearer mind, and which would help you deal with problems more calmly. It also helps when you're stressed in the sense that it can reduce some of the emotional intensity of what we're feeling, so we can use that as an outlet for the emotional turmoil we're going through. With exercise, we can always tailor it to our individual capacity. So for some, it might be a 10, 15, 30 minutes walk. For others, it might be a boxing session in the gym. But I believe it's important if we're able to incorporate one form of exercise or the other into our daily lives. It helps a lot. Also, it's important that we're intentional about avoiding unhealthy habits when we are stressed. There's the temptation to turn to options like drinking or smoking or using illicit drugs or even stress eating. What these things might help temporarily would only be creating more long-term problems. So as much as possible, we want to look for healthy options such as exercise. We also should have realistic expectations. We should learn to prioritize our work, learn to work smarter and not harder. It's okay not to get everything done. We should get into the habit of asking for help when we feel overwhelmed, asking for help from competent people that would not add to the stress that we are feeling. When things aren't working, it's easy to focus on what is not working and forget the things that are working, which doesn't help. So it helps when we can acknowledge the things that are working in our lives. It helps us to maintain a positive mindset and we feel less stressed. Also, having a structure to the day helps because it gives you a sense of control and ensures that you get the most important things done, so you're less stressed about not getting less important things done. Learning to challenge ourselves and setting goals to build our confidence, because confident people cope better with uncertainties. Confident people are usually more resilient, so it helps when we build capacity even before we are stressed. And sometimes we just need to take some time off. Sometimes you just need to be by yourself. So we could look into incorporating some me time into our maybe monthly or quarterly schedule. Just some time off to be by ourselves and just get into a habit of having a clearer mind, doing the things that we want to do by ourselves without the stress of having others around us all the time. Other times it's the fact that we need to connect with like-minded people. We need to connect with people that we share the same interest with people that challenge us and have our best interest at heart. Having a good support network can help to give a different perspective to the issues we're facing. We could also engage in activities with friends to help relieve stress, which is why being members of this initiative, we're at an advantage to connect with people that care about the things we care about as well, and it's really a nice initiative. We also have the opportunity to help others. It's been found that volunteering builds resilience. So when we're conscious about doing small favors for people often, those acts of kindness create positive feelings and gives one a feeling of self-worth and purpose, which reduces the chances of you getting stressed. So we should learn to give more, volunteer more, be more intentional about helping others, because in helping others, we end up helping ourselves as well. And yeah, those are some of the ways I believe we could manage our stress levels better. So guys, like I said, this was just a session to remind us of the things we already know, but I'll be interested in getting a feedback as to what we've thought of this session. What other ways have we found to cope with stress? Has there been anything that has resonated with you? Is there anything you'll be taking away from this session? And is there any other way you manage stress that you find works for you? And yeah, just any other thoughts or insights would be welcomed. And if we have any questions as well, I'll be happy to answer those. Otherwise, thank you all for listening. Bye.